Hello, I am State Senator Donzella James, and I represent Senate District 35 here in Atlanta. Voting is one of the most important rights and responsibilities that we have as U.S. citizens. Despite the fact that 150 million citizens are qualified to vote, many of them, unfortunately, do not vote. And many citizens, especially the young people, need to really get out and vote because you have different concerns. So, young people, older people, all citizens, get out and vote. Go the extra mile to make sure that your voice is heard and represented by whatever means: protesting, signing petitions, using social media to spread the message. However, many of the same citizens that are out there protesting are not showing up at the polls. So voting gives you a chance to have your true voice represented when it comes to choosing the leaders and representatives that will carry out the charge that you wish to see. The COVID-19 pandemic has certainly impacted the way that we live, and perhaps even the way that we complete our ballots. However, there are additional ways to vote without having to physically go to the polling stations. Absentee ballots are one way to avoid the crowds while voting. As we saw at our last election, many voters in Georgia endured long lines to ensure their voices were heard. While I sincerely hope that this issue has been resolved by the next November election, absentee voting is a good alternative to avoid large gatherings of people. Don't be afraid to fill your ballot out, mail it in, or go and put it in one of the boxes at the early voting places. You know, early voting is another option and gives you the opportunity to vote in a less crowded environment. Be safe and vote the best way that you can so your voice can be heard, because the deadline to request our absentee ballots or participate in early voting is October 30th. If you are physically able and are fully understanding on how to protect your health and others, by all means, please vote in person. But wear your mask and make sure you social distance. And then go on and do whatever you have to do if you go to the poll in person. But just please vote in person on November 3rd, Election Day. If you are unable to vote in person, I encourage you to take advantage of early or absentee voting. Additionally, if you are able, I encourage you to apply to work as a poll worker. This is a great way to earn extra money and to see how the process works. So contribute to the 2020 election and serve your community. You are a decision maker in the process of who becomes elected to serve and speak on behalf of you. So make sure your voice is represented by voting. Every vote counts. Vote, vote, vote. I'm Senator Donzella James. I'm always here for you. So thank you for listening.